converting my TV unit into my corn snakes vivarium. This is the TV unit before the conversion. I didn't think I'd be able to do this myself, so I did reach out to a few people to ask if they could do it for woodworkers, but nobody seemed to want to commit to this. So I just had to get stuck in and do it myself. I definitely had a strong idea of what I wanted to achieve and only had a few hurdles on how I was going to do that. So I had to ask my partner to cut the doors so I could make vents in the front. Whilst I got stuck into sealing the whole unit, I used this marine grade HA6 translucent sealant for every corner you could see. I also used this reptile safe matte liner as well, and then I got stuck into tackling the hardest part, which was getting rid of this panel, this interior panel. I ended up having to just saw and smash to get rid of it, and then do a lot of sanding. I then used a bath sealant tape to go around the edges of the reptile safe matting as well, just to stop any more moisture getting through. I then stained the wood, the interior wood, with this Ronsil wood stainer, which I found was a reptile safe one. And then I varnished it with, again, a reptile safe water-based varnish, pictured here. So here you can see I've added the vents. That was really tricky job. Then I started getting to adding the heating and the background and some of the foliage and making it aesthetically pleasing, as well as super safe, and the front panels of Perspex there to hold in the substrate. And then this is me trying to fit the new glass panels I had made by a local glass cutter and realising they didn't fit. Don't worry though, because I did get them to fit in the end using the tracks and a little knack. I then filled 2/3 of it up with Linocell substrate for the warm dry side, and then I've got the right hand side, which is where his cave is. I actually used a desk grommet for the cables and sealed that in place in the back, so that worked really well. This is me introducing Cornelius to his new vivarium. And my partner drilled in the little enrichment pegs at the back there on the cork backing. I got the cork backing from a local reptile centre, and the panel was about £60, which I cut in half and stuck to the back there. I also drilled it in at the top and the bottom to make sure it was secure so he couldn't get behind it. This is so cute with him checking out the new little holes to go through. You can see me celebrating in the reflection of the glass there. I was so happy. It was such a good sign because he immediately started to explore all of the different areas he could go in. And then it was time to paint some cute little wall art for his new bedroom. And this is the finished converted vivarium. Don't worry though, I very rarely use the TV. I know some people get concerned about the vibrations for the snake and it distressing them, so I'm not worried about that. It's something I thought of before I converted the TV unit. This is the finished product. That front vent there is from an old vivarium that I cut in two and stapled and sealed the front to create the vents. I bought a lovely new cork hide from my local water gardens. I kept a lot of the false foliage from his previous vivarium just so that he knew the smells. There's this lovely water bowl and some decorations. That is a real snake plant, and I've put that specifically in the middle where there's the light in the dry section. I would love to have created a bioactive setup, but it's just not sustainable for my household. And finally, Cornelius's cool side, the mossy side, his bedroom.